Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to huevoicesdotcom, the greater reflection of you. I'm Bobby Marvin. I'm here with Chris Beck. How you doing today, Chris?
All right.
Okay. How long have you been down here to Occupy Baltimore?
I've been here 3 weeks, as soon as it started.
Okay. And what has it been like for this past 3 weeks for you?
It's been crazy.
Okay.
It's been trying to get everything done, straightened out, trying to get everybody together, trying to get people to understand what's going on. We have a lot of help from people that are elderly. We have people that come in, donate clothes, food, money, wherever we need. They come down and shake our hands and say, hey, keep it up. We're part of the 99%. It makes you feel good.
Why did you get involved, Chris?
I get involved because of my kids, my grandkids. Times are getting rougher. People are losing jobs. What is my grandchild going to do in 20 years? God only knows. How are they going to be able to afford to buy a house? Are they going to be able to afford to go to school? They're going to be able to pay back student loans. They're going to be so outrageous. They'll own these companies money for the rest of their lives, and it's not right. It's not right.
You know what I learned the other day? I was talking to some Arabic young men. They were students from Saudi Arabia. And I said, you know, I noticed there's a lot of you guys here. And he said, well, actually, yeah, there are actually 100,000 Saudi Arabian students here in America. I said, wow, that's a big number. He said, well, yeah, you know why there's that many of us? But no, he said, well, our government, if we can get accepted to any school in the world, they pay for it to send us there. They pay tuition, room and board, and they give us a salary so we don't have to work, just study, just concentrate on our studies. That's Saudi Arabia. I mean, what a contrast compared to the American system. You know, you have to get these loans, you go to school, you come out with this huge debt. It's like, and if a country like Saudi Arabia can do it, yeah, they have a lot of oil money, but we have even more. And it really struck me, you know. What do you think about that?
Sure, and the worst part about it is, like here in the United States, you go to school, you take all these loans out. So you end up owning these companies $150,000, $200,000, then you can't get a job in your field.
It is the government now, because the government took over student loans.
Right. So then you can't get a job in your field. So you went through all this schooling, and you turn around and can't do nothing.
Chris, what do you have to say about the folks that said, hey, quit your belly aching, just get a job or just pay your loans? What do you have to say to folks who feel as though, hey, you guys are just wasting your time?
Well, they think you're wasting your time, but they realize they're in the system. They're afraid of their jobs. Their bosses tell them, don't get involved. Don't be involved or you're going to get fired or something. A lot of people are afraid to step up and voice their opinion. They're afraid of what's going to happen to them. I mean, they're afraid of the government. They're afraid of the businesses. I know people that work for Hooters. And a couple of girls said, we can't say nothing because we were told by our company that would be the end of our job. It's wrong. It's wrong. You know.
So what is it that you want, Chris?
I want the big business, the banks, and the big corporations to stay out of politics. I think they should have no control, no type of contacts with senators, congressmen, have any control over this government.
Are you a Democrat, Chris?
Yes, I am. And I believe in the thing. The government is supposed to be for the people, by the people. Is it? That's my question. Is it? And no one will answer it because why? The big corporations control everything. We owe China. Look at all the money we owe China.
This just in, Occupy Atlanta, police are starting to make arrests.
Okay.
And this, of course, comes on the heels of the tear gassing in Oakland.
Yes.
And you guys, Occupy Baltimore, just got a letter from the city hall asking you guys to leave. And here it is, after midnight, October 26th. You guys are still here.
Well, we're hoping that we put an agreement in. We're going to reset another agreement in with them and see if we can't sit down and have dialogue with them. They want to have dialogue with us. They want somebody to have contact with them so we can discuss things. We're just waiting to see what happens. I mean, we don't think the city wants to have a problem. We know a lot of the police here don't want to get involved in anything like this because we're so peaceful. There's no violence to go on here. There's no alcohol here. There's no drugs here. There's no criminal activity because we do not allow it. There's just people voicing their opinion against the big corporations and the big banks to how they do business.
So it seemed like you guys governed yourself while you were down here. What are some of the rules, regulations down here?
Well, the rules, regulation, we have a sexual harassment policy. We have do's and don'ts. No alcohol, no drugs. It's posted over there. No alcohol, no drugs, right there on the cardboard. If you're found with drugs or alcohol, you're asked to leave immediately. If we can't get you to leave, then we go get the police, and the police will remove you off the premises. But most of the time, we can talk them out and leave on our own. We just tell them that we don't want the police involved, just please go away from us. do your alcohol, do your drugs, sober up, and then come back. We're more than happy to have you. You know, we take care of we've been taking care of the homeless here. We have a number of people that are homeless in this area. We make sure they eat, have a place that's safe to sleep, and it's
In a way, you're speaking for them too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
Good part of the 99%.
Have you been sleeping down here as well, Chris?
Yes, I have. I've been here 3 weeks, straight on ever since it started.
Wow. Wow.
We've helped one woman who was battered to get help. Her boyfriend beat her up. We hid her until we get her help through the House of Ruth. We had another woman that was battered. We have her, and she had an alcohol problem. She's now in the detox center. So we're more or less outreaching to the services of the city to help those who come and say, I need help. So it makes us feel good. You know, we have a lot of people here that are professionals, people that work for Johns Hopkins, people that work are teachers. So we have a lot of insight. We have a lot of ways to make contact. So we're hoping it'll work out. We're hoping the city works with us. We have the impression the mayor says as long as they're not causing no problem, she don't see what's going on, they're voicing their opinion. So we hope that keeps that keeps up. We hope so.
Worst case scenario, Chris, what if it doesn't go that way? What if the police do get involved?
Well, the police get involved, then we'll have to we'll have to decide what's going to happen after that. You know, then we'll decide what's going to have to be done. You know, I mean, you have the right. They want to shut this down, and everybody decides to shut it down. Move everything to Washington. I think all the occupies are being raided and all. If they can't get back up, they should go to Washington, D.C.
Right there.
I think everybody should join right there in the mall.
Yeah.
I understand now they're going down K Street now because the
mall. The money is.
So the mall is so filled, they're starting to go down K Street now.
And you know, that one has been, the DC occupation has been peaceful too. The police there, and you know, the spotlights there, you know what I mean? And
sure.
Of course, the president has more or less expressed his support of the Occupy movements, believe it or not. He's made a number of ovations towards that. And you know, hey, by the way, you know, Al Sharpton is here tomorrow, and I'm going to be working with him. And he has expressed tremendous support for these movements going on throughout the place. Because these are folks who have spent a large part of their lifetime in one way, shape, or form protesting against some of these same things, or fighting against it, speaking out against it.
Well, it's my first time. I believe in it's time to wake everything up. I mean, you got people are disabled. We have people out here that are disabled, can't get disability. They're fighting for it. So they lose their job, little jobs they have. They can't live. They can't have a place to live. They can't pay rent. They can't do nothing. They're out on the street. Anybody would walk through Baltimore at night. They wouldn't believe. They wouldn't believe the benches, the people.
I walk through Baltimore every night. That's why I'm laughing.
Families and everything that are huddled in corners and all.
Yeah,
it's sad.
yeah.
It's sad.
It is incredibly sad.
It's crazy, and you're afraid for these people to get hurt, be injured, or whatever. And it's sad that it's children. You know, what's going on? I just can't believe what's going on, and everybody's losing so much. I just talked to two gentlemen tonight. They had a nice job, and they got laid off. And they still can't get their benefits yet. They're still fighting for it. So it's sad. It's sad.
Well, thank you for your time, Chris.
Oh, that's no problem.
Well,
Anytime, gentlemen.
Thank you for watching huevoicesdotcom, the greater reflection of you.